everyone's favorite Nepo baby. But did you know I worked at Blizzard for 7 years? Cannot take any responsibility for any of his own actions. Jason Thorhall, aka Pirate Software, for the third or maybe fourth time this year, has gotten exposed. Oh, yes. And this one is a doozy. This one is insane because this is just not just a casual expose, people figuring out that his personality is fake and whatnot. No, 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 no. This one is a deeper expose from his personal life. And this is some of the most insane unhinged stuff that, well, I have read in a long time. And, well, it's exactly what you would expect from Pirate Software in the first place. And by the way, if you're wondering, yes, the funniest part of this expose is the fact that it actually accidentally kind of reveals that Pirate Software is 100% gay. This wasn't even the point of the expose, but that's the funniest thing that comes out of it. So, again, I'm gonna explain to you what we're gonna be dealing here, and then I'm gonna start reading, and I'm gonna give you context where context is needed. But before we do, let me just give you the quick rundown. Pirate Software is getting accused by this person named Lyric, and this is not Lyric, the streamer from Twitch. This is Lyric, the 27-year-old piano-playing furry lunatic. But again, everyone in Pirate Software's life probably is mentally deranged, so there you kind of have it. And this person is going to do a phenomenal job making himself look unhinged and stupid at the first part of this whole Fiesta Bonanza, with the things that he is insinuating and the things that are going through his head that he will very, very clearly put on paper through the leaked DMs and conversations. But don't worry, it gets good because Pirate Software, as always, is going to show how absolutely heinous, manipulative, and that he cannot take any responsibility, and just how much this guy lies on a regular basis, and how absolutely everyone that surrounds him is also a bona fide blatant liar that is just going to lie for the sake of it, it seems like. So don't worry. But at the start, it's not going to be too much Pirate Software. It's just going to show how insanely unhinged and stupid this person is. If Pirate Software, aka Thor, was a little bit smarter, he could decimate this person. But thankfully, he's an idiot. So, let's get started. When I was 20 years old, this is the summary of what's happening here in general. When I was 20 years old, which is supposed to be, for context, it's supposed to be like, oh, I was just a kid. I didn't know anything. My decisions weren't even my own. I barely understood how to walk straight. Jason Thorhall, aka Pirate Software, age 31 at the time, emotionally abused and manipulated me for sexual and financial gain. Which is going to be actually kind of true, but it's not going to be as bad as, this makes it out to be. It's just going to be kind of true, but I mean, they're both adults and they made their own choices, and I mean, you can't really. It's just people who are above the age of 18, and they are making a really good case for the legal age to be, increased to roughly maybe 45 at this point, if I'm being completely honest. Thor's actions had severe impact on my life, causing me to give up being a university student and creator, which is pretty true. And if you're wondering how big of a creator, this is this person's channel. Yes, 200k views. This is gonna matter, by the way, later. I'm not just showing it for that. The last time he uploaded was 3 years ago, it seems like. And, I mean, these videos actually got pretty decent views. Because, surprise, surprise, this is not the first time turns out this person is actually trying to expose Thor. It is what it is. Anyway, let's get into this. Thor's friend and a business partner, Shaya. This is how I'm going to pronounce this. And keep in mind, Shaya. Shaya is a man, by the way, just so everyone's clear. And Lyric is also a man, just again to be clear when the sexual stuff comes up. AK River makes fish bones, age 22 at the time, while first sympathetic to my situation, would ultimately be willing to be a willing accomplice to Thor silencing me. This is the start. Don't look it into it too much. This person is gonna seem very unhinged for, well, roughly until here, I think. So get comfy or skip to the Pirate Software part if you feel like it. On my YouTube channel, I would upload piano transcriptions of music from video games, among them indie games such as Undertale, Celeste, and One Shot. In February 2018, I would transcribe and publish a track from Thor's game Hardbound. We started talking about copyright. On August 26th, 2018, I would make a large donation, $800. This is going to be important. Keep in mind the $800. This is foreshadowing because, again, this person is unhinged and stupid. To Thor while he was streaming the development of his game. It's hard to imagine that Pirate Software would ever stream developing his game, considering how abandonware that shit is, but whatever. From that moment onward, Thor suddenly expressed immense romantic interest with me. On the next day, Thor would unprovoked initiate erotic role play with me. And by the way, when we get here, a lot of this is going to be without context, but trust me, you're better off not really understanding the context because the context doesn't make it better. It's just bad. But if you want, you can just click on this doc right here, and it's going to take you to more context and whatnot. Onward. He started the show, showered me with affection, praise, and attention, making me feel special and valued. Love bombing. And this is this person trying to frame everything that Pirate Software Thor does, which, by the way, even actually kind of seems like normal people stuff, as emotional manipulation. Because keep in mind, all of these people, obviously, that are in cahoots with Pirate Software are insane lunatic leftists. So, any kind of affection shown towards another person can actually only be emotional manipulation or a guise to something even worse, probably. So keep that in mind because this is going to be all the context here. However, when I would express any reluctance to commit to him and solely him, he would shame me by calling me corrupt or clueless. And then we get into the screenshots. So, the person in blue is gonna be Lyric, and this other person is Thor in this conversation, so you understand. The dates, don't look at them, you're not gonna understand anything from this. And there's gonna be a lot of editor notes here by this person themselves, because, I mean, insanity needs company, I guess, at this point. Okay, let's move a little bit more here. And let's go. I was just wondering if you wanted to hop into another cult night, and if not tonight, then sometimes else. Uwu? Yes, yes, we're talking about two grown men talking about adult roleplay on Discord using Uwu and other things. By the way, just so you understand the full scope, how Pirate Software we're getting here. Okay. Yes, every day, like I said, silly. Beautiful. My night stream starts in 20 minutes. If you are awake after it, we should call. All right. Up things smell. I don't know what this is. They use a lot of the strange stuff that I don't know what it's supposed to mean. But yes, my plan is to be on voice call with you every day. C.C. Don't know what that means. The next day, you really make my life a ton better. You make mine better too. Cat face, I guess that is. I'm not sure. You're so good to me again, CC. And then we're on to the next one. And if you're, by the way, wanting to read this, some posts are split actually in 3 or 4 parts, and it goes clockwise. But since it's Elon Musk's Twitter, you can't actually see that there's separation here. So if you want to read this yourself, click somewhere here, always at the start, like 1 a.m. Well, 11 a.m. p.m. I mean, and then just use this. Okay. Next post. Thor shames lyric for role playing. So it's actually, I actually don't know. Is this the person lyric referring to them in third person, or is this someone else trying to explain the situation that's happening here? But in any case, it's as unhinged as you would imagine. Treating them like filth and accusing them of cheating on him. For the further reading on shame as a tool for abuse, see the article. Again, all of this from this person lyrics point is like that Pirate Software is trying to be non-stop manipulative. And while Pirate Software is definitely manipulative in a lot of situations, I mean, this is deranged. This is just in a lot of when the manipulation actually starts. I will tell you, but this is just actual normal behavior for a leftist lunatic. I super don't trust you after this little side quest. So what do you want? No, no, like I don't trust you. You did something really fucking messed up here. You could have just come to me any fucking time, and I've been like, yo, I'm turned on right now. The context to this is this person actually engaged in some role play action with someone else or something like that. And Pirate Software obviously can't have that because you're my Discord kit, and the summary of that would be around. Who gives a fuck if I was asleep? Sorry, I fucked someone else, but you were asleep at that time. I don't know if this. I'm pretty sure this was just a Discord conversation or something like that, not actual physical. But it doesn't even matter here. After confronting role playing with a real life with, with real life sex store accused lyric of cheating. That's a strange way to put it, but whatever. No, right now I'm super not you. You broke my trust and showed me you could easily just cheat on me out of him. Oh no, the problems. I mean, not to defend Pirate Software, but that's kind of a decent take. If you're going into romantic relationships with anyone and that person is just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do whatever with other people, that's kind of pretty bad. But don't worry, because secretly our boy Thor is obviously doing the same. He just wants to be he wants to be him to be exclusive for this person. Lyric right there. That's the actual context of all of this. If you're wondering, okay, just so we don't lose track where we are. Are you saying you're interested in a casual thing with me, but not a serious one? And again, this seems all jumbled because it's just taken out of context here and there. But the context doesn't matter. The context doesn't make any of this even remotely better. And here we have editor cliff notes for some reason. Really, Lyric has already expressed they do not know what Thor means by casual relationship. It seems like an opportunity for them to change their answers from before, which is insane. I'm attracted to you, but I'm not ready for a commitment yet. Rillick reiterates that they do not want a committed relationship. This is like the second time they seemingly do that. So sexual stuff with me, but also with others. Then this is Thor's main concern. Yeah, I guess it is. I just like wanna be friends or for close friends, you know? Lyric reiterates again that they do not want a committed relationship. This is what I mean. Thor is older than me. I'm maybe he's older than me. I'm 31, I think, or 32. I'm not sure. I need to Google that. But again, this is just unhinged leftist relationships and relationship advice. I mean, if this is your problem, just say it out loud. Just say it. Hey, I want this relationship to be exclusive, non-exclusive, whatever the hell you want. Not just these vague hints at something. This is pathetic. Okay? Again, this is the reason the age of consent should be increased to 63 years old, okay? So the human race dies out because honestly we kind of deserve it at this point. It's getting real bad and sad. Okay, then we were here and now we're here. Thor shames Lyric for role-playing, threatening them like a filth and accusing them of cheating on him. Oh, wait, that's the same? Again, this is so poorly done. You actually can't really tell where you are. Okay, this is the next one. So, if it's a situation of me being one of the multiple friends with benefits kind of thing, I just won't be into it. Now, the irony, of course, here is the fact that Thor provably is actually in multiple other gay relationships at the time. Plus, he has a wife. Yes, plus he has a wife. I understand. Does that change any of your answers? Yes, I want to be friends or close friends. How does this all make sense? I don't even know. When I told him repeatedly that I was not interested in a committed relationship, Thor insisted that I change my mind, not taking no for an answer. If someone doesn't take no for an answer, just block them. It's as simple as this. I mean, do you not have a block button? You have. Everyone has it. Just block them, okay? This is no excuse for any of your actions ever. He tried to gaslight me into believing that I was already implicitly committed to him, and that I should just say yes. And again, this person makes Pirate Software look good because that's actually how it does look. This person looks just, frankly, completely unhinged. Are you saying you're interested in a casual thing with me, but not the serious one? Oh, we already read this, then we read this. Again, it's so hard to read this crap. I want to go to TwitchCon with you still. And this is the next part. Again, there's like this is the big one. It's like Twitter does this in such a bad way. You can't see the splits, but there's a split here. Look, this is one, and this is the third one. Again, you're gonna think that we're missing a lot, but trust me, we're not missing anything. I want to go to TwitchCon with you still. You seem to want to hook up at TwitchCon. Is this the same case? Is this the case or not? I wouldn't be opposed. Again, these are two dudes. Just to reiterate, and then there's gonna be a third dude because reasons. So you want an IRL sexual relationship with me, but not to commit. No idea what this is supposed to be. And you don't want to have IRL sexual stuff with anyone else. Thor is listing facts to set up his argument. Bro, what do you mean he's listing facts to set up his argument? Like, yeah, but these are things that you yourself have said. Again, it's really hard to make Pirate Software look good, but this insane lunatic is doing a pretty good job at it. Right? Yes. Smacks your head because cringe. Again, whatever this emoji is supposed to be. That's the same as being in a committed relationship, you dingus. By the way, he's pretty much completely right on the money. It is the exact same thing. When you say you want to be able to see other people, but you're like, no, you can't actually see other people. It's the same as being in a committed relationship. It's just like 15 extra hoops for no reason. Yeah, this is not the same thing. Thor is eroding lyrics' trust in their own wants. He's not eroding anything. A lyric is just mentally deficient. You say you don't want a relationship, but I know you want it, and I will make you realize it. Why are you like that? Insanity. Pure, absolute, obvious insanity. After he manipulated me into asking him to date me, he was able to convince me to act my part of a committed relationship without being official by blaming my hesitation in the first place. Again, it's two people who cannot take any responsibility for anything and always need to be the victim of bad things. This is what happens when two people like this meet. It's insanity. Anyway, like this, and let's go. Wait, how many are there? One, two, three. Okay, this is four. I just wouldn't be able to give you the time you deserve. What does that even mean? Thor says in a frightened voice. I'm a double time student, and I'm a total mess right now in terms of responsibilities. Because yes, in modern days, 20-year-olds cannot be responsible for shit. Big true. I just don't know if I can handle more stress. I was infatuated with you when we first met. Very clear very clear by lyrics early behavior. Okay, no one cares. Not an excuse. Was this single word tells you a lot about Thor's desires. He wants Lyric to have an unhealthy attachment to him. Pure brain rot, pure insanity. Leftism is an illness. When we first met, question mark, yes, I was obsessed, really, especially when you said you wanted the voice call every day. That made me really happy. CVs mean a lot to me. Voice chats, I think that means voice, not CVs. That's a whatever. Whatever. What change? Notice how direct he is about resolving the problem. Well, yeah, everyone's gonna be direct about resolving the problem when you're dealing with someone who probably can't count the potato. From my side, it changed when you stated in your words, fil- flirting around. Okay. From my side, it changed when you stated in your words flirting around. This refers to the start. Thor is now trying to constructively resolve the problem of offering info to help his investigation. Again, it's just these people are mentally ill, all of them, no questions. They're just insane. They're just insane leftists. You said you have a better idea of what you want for your future. What is it you want? I want to be stable and focused on one person, vague but positive at least. Ideally, the end goal is to live with my significant other. I guess that would be obvious, though, wouldn't it? Some kind of face emoji right here, as you can see. After that, or rather, I guess that's one of my many end goals. Well, I guess I wish you luck then. It's a good, solid, positive plan. I don't even know why this is honestly here. I have no idea what's the even point of uploading this. Is this because he is like good luck in the future? Again, this all makes PirateSoftware even look reasonable. Don't worry, no. Nod Uvu. At first, I thought you meant with. Is that the same? Same. At first, I thought you meant with me, but clearly you didn't. I'm going to get back to coding. Yeah, that's an obvious slide. The last time Thor actually coded something was never. Thor disengages the conversation, pushing Lyric by denying his conversation engagement and attention. He blames Lyric for being unclear rather than asking them for clarity. Bro, if the other person is supposed to ask for clarity, then you're also supposed to give clarity. If it's not one person's job in any relationship to ask for clarity, okay? We're not doing mind reading. Either you're a normal person, you ask for stuff if you don't understand what the other person is doing, or you just don't and forget about it. But this is just, again, this is pure insanity. Because that would be guiding Lyric too closely. So rather than asking Lyric to have, I mean, these things frame PirateSoftware as this 4D manipulative goddamn chess master. This is literally worse than Trump tariffs. Are they good or are they bad? Are they a negotiation tool? Are they supposed to replace taxes? Nobody knows. Flip a coin. That's how bad this shit is. Rather than asking Lyric and having them think it's Thor's desire, Thor victimizes himself by framing Lyric as responsible for Thor's emotions. Well, duh, because Lyric is responsible for this because they don't make sense. Thor further encourages Lyric's thoughts and words to align with his expectations. I don't know. I don't even know if you would want me after all this. I dot 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 like you dot 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 dot. Good luck with coding, whatever. Again, this is just all unhinged lunacy. And then it continues because obviously, Thor, I would like to date you. Yes, from that we're just jumping here because reasons. This is the 2nd of October, and this was the 2nd of October. I don't know how this is even possible, honestly, but whatever. Oh, that O face. I felt like I should be more direct about that. Yeah, that's much nicer change. Reinforce that lyric needs Thor to approve. Your genuine feelings do not matter. Only Thor's approval matters. I'm glad you like it. Now my question to you is, Thor, would you like to date me? As long as we don't have any more surprise like this, yes. I'd like a week for things to calm down. Okay, that's fair. What a roller coaster of absolute autism. I mean, and now we get to the single point sections. At least reading this is going to become easier because this has been pain. Again, like there is a. If you look very closely, you can see a line here, but yeah, that doesn't really help. Like Twitch is ridiculously bad. They don't even display how many pages this has. It's just shit for this type of stuff. Throughout our conversation, he constantly pushed for us to meet at TwitchCon 2018. He would regularly bring up how nice it would be to see me there and how it would have a lot of fun there, and even counting down the days till we met. This is where things get spicy, by the way. This is actually where things get pretty fun for Thor. Because, again, all of his bad characteristics just float up. And by the way, notice how this is poorly framed. Well, it's not poorly framed. This is like the explanation what's happening in this conversation. But when you read it, it doesn't seem like that at all. I'm going to have a lot of fun with you at TwitchCon. Angry, frowny face, I'm assuming. No idea what that is. Cuddling is also on my list if we have time for that. I call Big Spoon. By the way, this is where I was starting to think, because when I originally read this is where I was starting to think, wait, I understand Thor's probably more feminine than 99.9% males on the world, but why would he have to call Big Spoon? That doesn't make sense. Isn't that even implied in leftist existence? And then this is when I actually looked at who Lyric Wolf is. I tried to find a channel or whatever, and again, this is a man. Again, you can see by the hands and whatnot, in everything. I call Big Spoon. Okay. How unfortunate would be if some innocent cuddling turned into something more. No, like where do they find these emojis? I'm so confused. In super wanty, cringe, and then it's the countdown: the 15 days, 5 days, CC, and blah blah blah. So you reading just this, you obviously understand it. When you read this and then you get the context of what's actually in here, yeah, this doesn't seem like a fair depiction of what's happening. Because again, all of this just puts all the responsibility, all the bad things, quote unquote, on Thor, which is not true in the slightest here even. And then we continue. We met at TwitchCon 2018 as planned on October 26th. On the first day, we roamed with Shaya, and some other streamers. By night, the group went to a bar, but I could not join since I was underage. Later that night, Thor excused himself from the bar to join me in my hotel room. Ooh, spicy! Oh god, I hate my life. Okay, listen, this is what this. On the second day, while we were roaming without Thor, Shia mentioned that Thor has a secret wife, which is, by the way, true. After we went back to Thor's hotel room, I messaged him asking about a wife, which he denied and blamed me for misunderstanding. Thor refused to talk, so I messaged Shia. And by the way, this is where your typical pirate software behavior goes on full flourish, okay? This is no longer this person just being a complete insane lunatic. This is this is Tor software, Jesus. This is Pirate Software being finally Pirate Software, as we all know him. A deceptive boss. As far as I know, we were fooling around and seeing if we were compatible. You've been pushing a lot for a commitment kind of thing, but I have a lot of work stuff going on and not a lot time. So you see, this is Pirate Software. Just from reading this, you already know what's happening. He's completely trying to lie about what happened, how it happened, and his motives. Because everyone knows from everything that was previously read that, he is gunning for a relationship. That is clear as day, right? After facing a confrontation from Lyric, Thor immediately denied any effort from himself in the relationship. This is a contrast to Thor's use of love bombing and his refusing to accept no from Lyric. At, at this point, by the way, I'm gonna stop reading this crap because this adds nothing. It's just more stupidity, as you would expect. But yes, at this point, again, something goes wrong. Thor instantaneously. Never happened, didn't do, not my fault, not my responsibility. Typical. Did you know I worked 7 years at Blizzard, and my dad is the guy from South Park's WoW episode, and a wife apparently. Is there a ring on my finger? Question mark. Lol. What a deflect. That's. By the way, this is manipulation. This is actual, real, intended manipulation. Well, it's not manipulation as much as this as obfuscation of the truth by just kind of switching the subject of something that the person was gonna 100% not be true. So it makes him look better. There's not. I just heard about it. That's all. Neat. A response like, "Yeah, see, I told you so. I'm in the right. I don't want to jump to conclusions, so I just wanted to talk. I guess I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it weird. It's a bit weird. No one cares." I explained my situation to Shia when asked if it was true. I sent screenshots of me guiding Thor to my room. Shia was sympathetic and would tell me that they and Thor were in a sexual partners and had agreed to be open at the con as long as they communicated it with each other. There you go. The third dude enters the picture. Shia was devastated that Thor broke their trust by sleeping with me and messaged Thor about his uncommunicated infidelity. Thor blamed me because, well, that's what Pirate Software does. Again, this is why I told you at the start. Thor provably is actually lying about this because he's creating this relationship in general on pure lies and just benefits for himself. That's kind of the goal here, but that's the Pirate Software's life from beginning to end. And you're denied any involvement with either myself or Shia. After I left the room, he blocked me. I'm sorry. Nah, dude, you're not. Sending logs to Shia, what? I don't know what you want. Please leave me alone. That's now pretending to be the victim. You showed Shia logs of our conversation, and now he's talking to me about them. Notice he's. Okay, this is not a preferred pronoun. These are all dudes. So again, the most funny part about this document, well, not document, but these logs accidentally just leaked that Pirate Software is gay. And that everyone in his life is as an idiot as he. Why that would be even awk is beyond me. I have no words for you right now. If you would have just told me what's going on, I would have been fine with it. Don't really care, dude. Nothing is even going on. That's a lie, and we kind of know that for sure. In early March 2018, I charged back the $800 donation made in August 2018. Thorn would publicly call me out by name and make posts on Twitter painting me as a scammer. Yeah, because you gotta, you decide to donate money to him for whatever apparent reason, and then you decide to charge it back a year after? That is insane. That is just stupid behavior. On April 1st, Thor filed a DMCA claim against my YouTube channel. And obviously, when one idiot stoops low, PirateSoftware has to follow. And so he DMCA claims this person's YouTube channel video. Not channel, but video in general. Well, it goes to the channel, but you get the idea. So, well, we know that Thor has a history of doing these sorts of things. He is very okay with threatening people with legal action. While being an American, he has a full-time paid lawyer from fucking Britain advising him on the law in America for some reason, while the person in Britain can't even legally do law things because they don't have a permit. Yeah, but again, this is PirateSoftware we're talking about here. He does not hesitate in the slightest to copyright strike people or, threaten them or do any of these sorts of things. It's completely normal for his behavior now at this point. Thor's public portrait. In response to my Twitch post, Thor claims that his strike was to prevent me, a scammer, from profiting off of his work. Which, by the way, is not even how this shit works. So he's not even using DMCA in the way the DMCA is intended. So if this statement is true, Thor is countersuable and liable in court. As someone scamming us out of our income, I fight you into the ground to prevent you from making a single cent off of our work. What a great phrasing, Thor. What a great guy, right? Charging back 800 donation, 100 blah 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 days after about small indie game dev studio, by the way, results in situations like this. As someone scamming us out of our income, I will. By the way, what income is he being scammed out of? I have no idea. I will fight you into the ground to prevent you from making a single cent off of our work. Whatever. Thor employs an us versus them narrative. This is kind of useless, but yeah, that's in general what's kind of happening here. Onward we go. Thor reached out to me 24 hours after I published my first hardbound video. Yeah, this happened before the DMCA strike. This is just context, but this is kind of poorly made context. Great cover, but unfortunately your monetization of the video, which is against our content guidelines. Please refer to a Q&A regarding commercial use of our content. Please either contact us for a licensing or remove advertisements on the video. By the way, I'm not a music guy, but all of Thor's music is made from free publicly available resources, which I could be wrong on this, but there is a chance that legally that means that people can actually use the song because it was made from copyrighted, well, not copyrighted material, but material in specifically the public domain that you can that you can profit off of, but you cannot prevent other people profiting off of. Effectively, this is how the SCP universe pretty much operates to a degree. Everyone can make a game about it because it's in the IP is in the public domain, but no one has the right to prevent anyone from making anything SCP related. To just contextualize this a bit better, I guess. Please refer to Q&A regarding commercial use of our product, please. By the way, I tried to look up this Q&A, I didn't find it. Please either contact us for a license or remove advertisement on the video. Aside from this, nothing in the video description leads anyone to our game or company. Please add crediting to things like this to avoid users thinking that you are the original creator. Now, this is just bullshit because again, Pirate Software is very infamous for doing stuff like this. I will check back in 24 hours to see if the updates have been done. I've added a more scripted description to the video. I've also removed ads from the video until we can come to a licensing agreement. We never reached a licensing agreement. After I followed up with my request for a license, I would give Tor advice on YouTube CMC system. I like again, this is just kind of damn stupid, but it is what it is. Towards free publicity. Despite the fact that he did not permit my videos to be monetized, Todd would encourage me to make more content with his music. This was like at the start, I think. I don't know what the time of this is, but this is effectively this person just saying, it's extra scummy because not is he just abusing the MCA system. I mean, okay, the person charged back $800 in the donation. Yes, that's complete shit. Obviously, that's retarded. But I mean, it doesn't give Thor the right to be the equal type of prick, right? In any case, this just further puts Thor in a bad light because obviously he encouraged this person to do this. And effectively, him being the owner of this thing, if he is the owner of this thing, uh, if he says go do it, it is reasonably to assume that he allows monetization. So, in court, he most likely would be fully liable for unfair DMCA claims. Following this, I would arrange at least 20 songs for Hardbone. Only 3 made it through. I believe wanting more content is generously normal thing for a game developer to want. However, it doesn't matter again. Those things don't matter at this point. On April 5th, 2019, I posted about the strike on Twitter, and Tor would continue calling me out on chargeback. I responded with Google Doc recounting my experience with Tor at TwitchCon. Uh, uh, there were 3 aspects to Tor's defense. Tor is divorced. Lyric Doc stored. Lyric planted this, and he is a scammer. So, plan this obviously is stupid. This person can't even plan a toilet visit, probably, most likely, without having a mental breakdown. So that goes out of the window. The doxing thing is supposed to be not true, but I don't really know. Thor is divorced is 100% true. This is people commenting about Thor and whatnot about the situation. And I'm not going to read this. You can pause and read. There's 3 screenshots. This is one. This is true, 2. And this is 3. Okay, I think I actually needed to read this one. I agree literally. Oh, no. This is people just talking about this. This is people saying that there was a dox, but no one actually knows the dox. I tried to Google if PirateSoftware's phone number got doxed and didn't find anything. So this is most likely lies from PirateSoftware yet again, because PirateSoftware does that. Okay, he tried to get people banned in World of Warcraft for making fun of him. He tried to get people banned on Twitch for talking about the situation. And, well, you know how it is with PirateSoftware at this point, right? Then we get here. In reality, Thor was married from October 17, 2025 to February 18, 2020. I never leaked his phone number. Thor's actions towards me were focused on financial exploiting me. And I'm not going to show even the first one, but this is some stuff. This is supposed to be proof that there was no phone number leak. I don't know. This is This some stuff about the financial manipulation. Thor mentions the Kickstarter might fail, and this is kind of sus, by the way. He definitely wanted this person to donate, but again, this is like the most weak financial manipulation I have seen in my life. So, it is that, I guess. Looking like the Kickstarter might fail, huh? It's been 2 days. Kickstarter might fail. 2 days, boys. It is what it is. This is actually insightful from Lyric for Thor to say that uh, insightful from a mouth breather, boys. We have gone full circle. Thor ignores Lyric after talking about Kickstarter. After Lyric nudged him, he simply says and Lyric was being annoying. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Added another one. So the context here is supposed to be he says that the Kickstarter looks like it's gonna fail. It's only 2 days in. This person donates money to the Kickstarter, and then this guy's like, "Hey, I just added a new tier. Donate." That's kind of the idea. This is kind of true-ish to a degree, but I mean, he just wants you to donate to the Kickstarter because it looks like you're gonna do it because you're kind of doing it. This is not actually a real manipulation, or maybe it's the stupidest manipulation in human history. No one knows at this point. Again, because all of these people are insane. Okay, Ubu. Henio, how is your evening? Some kind of face. He told the online community, and this is also a big one. He told the online community that I would publicly, I publicly leaked his phone number, even claiming that there were attacks. Members of his community would repeat this publicly, and Shia would also use this as a reason to convince my partner to convince me to delete my posts. And this is probably the most insane thing. Now, this is peak pirate software. Okay? Thor was able to lie so confidently, yeah, because he actually does that for a living, I guess. That I mean, his whole career is based off of him pretending to know shit about shit, but it is what it is. Then I would end up believing him. At this point, I didn't read back through the chat log, so I didn't know that this phone number wasn't actually there. Again, I tried googling it, found no phone number. It's not there, and it's definitely not in any of these things. I had another romantic partner, January 2018. Thor and Shai would contact my partner, convinced them of my wrongdoing. You see, this seems like prime pirate software right there. They told my partner that I doxed and attacked them. They proposed the solution. He can fix this on his end by deleting the posts, reversing the chargeback. And this is, by the way, all that Shia person saying stuff. Shia saying the stuff to the fourth person in this whole drama. That this is the last you're gonna hear of the first fourth person, at least. It's been really tough for us, especially considering the timing and amount of the chargeback. We're still trying to fight it with PayPal, but I don't know if we're going to win the case. I hope he changes his mind and reverses the chargeback. As for the attack messages, we've been posting them as recently as he's been posting them as recently as yesterday, so I hope that your conversation with him will get him to stop. I'm pretty sure this implies the lyric person attacking him and posting something, but it's hard to tell. Shia, as part of his attack messages, he posted numerous chat logs, some of which were modified and contain our lead developer's personal phone number, contact info. This is pirate software, by the way. This person is trying to pretend that this is just a concerned citizen raising alarm, not a lover of pirate softwares playing, helping him make a situation better for himself. Now, this is actually gaslighting and being deceitful. He has also made public statements claiming that I was in a relationship with our lead developer. And by the way, we know from previous logs where Pirate Software himself has, well, not I mean, this is true. We now know this is true, and that he was cheating on his wife as well. He is divorced, and I have never had a relationship with him, which we know is all false. During the times he claimed he was having a relationship with Todd, the developer, he was hanging on my arm and being overly affectionate with me at TwitchCon. The claims he's making have led to his community attacking us on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and over Thor's personal phone number. All of this is probably a lie, by the way. Again, do not believe any of this garbage unless someone actually posts something, and it's something more than someone atting you and saying, "Ah, you're bad." The claims he's making have okay. We tried reaching out to Twitter and Google to delete that information he posted, and that did not happen because there was no leak, probably in reality. He posted that as it contains personal contact information, but they have yet to respond, and the rest you can't actually see. Convinced by Thor and Shia's lies and manipulations, my partner would give me an ultimatum that I had to drop the drama and delete my all my posts in order to show that I care about our relationship. My partner soon assured me that Shia was trustworthy because they have a mutual friend, and assured me that Thor was trustworthy because he agreed to delete his posts. I believe he's dragging this out so hard. In the end, and this is partner, okay, and he's talking with Thor, I guess. In the end, I am looking forward to resolve all of this. If I manage to get him to delete the post, then both sides will all. Effectively, this is just I'm gonna delete all of my posts. If that person deletes all of my posts, spoiler: Pirate Software does not do that. This is why you never delete shit first. On April 14th, 2019, I was convinced to delete all my posts. However, Tor and Shai did not delete any of their posts as promised, instead leaving all of their Twitch replies and Discord posts public, making it look like I was remorseful because my stunt didn't work. And these are just random people, I guess, kind of talking about this. Does not matter too much. If you again want, if you want, you can just pause and read this for yourself. During these events, I was in college, double majoring. This also doesn't matter. In April, well, this person is effectively blaming his life choices to get involved with Thor as the reason why they didn't finish college. Who cares? That's your own fault. But it's funny that all these people are like, "Oh, I'm in college. I want you to hold my hand because reasons." It's just dumb. In April 2018, when I tried to speak out, thought turned everyone against me. I thought if I stay honest, that I would at least be given an opportunity to explain myself. By the way, Pirate Software has to have some kind of hidden Discord that he runs, where he organizes attacks against people that he does not like. I th- I think there should be something like that. Not statement that not saying it's a fact, but I think there should be something like that. I mean, someone should find that. Okay, I felt abandoned by everyone that was once what was once desired to create free educational content was replaced with feelings of inadequacy and abandonment. I posted less and less, stopped making content entirely. No one cares. Okay, again, grow a spine. And that's pretty much all of this. And again, this has more stuff in it, but I don't care. And if you want, you can. So this is the whole bonanza. This person is unhinged, Pirate Software, still a person who literally cannot take any responsibility for anything and gets other people to lie and, abuses copyright systems and whatnot when he feels he can. Uh, Classic stuff. Nothing really changes, huh?